Hello, beloveds! The time is finally here and we are going back to school. Kind of. There are so many things I want to talk to you about that I knew if I tried to type them, the email would be 500 pages long and too much to read. So hopefully this is a little bit easier to digest format. The first most important thing I'd like to tell you is that I would like us all to meet on Zoom during the first performance class slot of the semester, which is this Friday at 12:20. Yes, musical theater seniors, I know that you are not required to be at performance class at that time, but I would be so grateful if everybody could show up because we're going to talk about some changes to the syllabus and some of the more nitty gritty structure things that will sort of not be meaningful to you now before everything's sort of in place. So I just want to talk to you a little bit kind of on a human level about school and singing and art and how we're going to get through this together. I'll tell you a little bit about where I am right now. Literally, I'm in a hotel room somewhere off of Highway 280. Some of you remember me saying I bought a house in Birmingham, which is really exciting and great. And I was supposed to move in today, but it's not ready. And now I have to wait. And I don't know how long I'm going to wait. So I'm living in a hotel room with my beloved and our 3 dogs until we can move into our house. We also decided that it would be a great idea to just get married. So I'm moving into a house. I've moved across the country from Colorado where Tad and I spent the summer together. And we're getting married on our back porch, allegedly, on August 29th. We might not have a porch then, so we might be getting married somewhere else. And I just don't know what's happening with all of that. So I'm sharing that to tell you that you are not alone. This is a wild time. None of us really know what to do or what to expect. Do we make future plans, hoping for the best, knowing that they might be canceled, or do we just not make plans so that we avoid the disappointment and frustration and anxiety of trying to make new plans? I need you to know that nobody knows how to do this. Everyone is making it up as we go along. And I have to believe that somehow, eventually, it will be okay. We don't know when, we don't know how, but the best we can do is work as hard as we can to be okay on the inside so that we can withstand everything changing outside of us all the time. With that being said, and I have voiced this to Dr. Evans and to other people, so I'm not being sneaky or whiny. If I were 19 years old and I had to go to school and stand in front of my voice teacher and sing Schubert with a cloth face mask and a plastic face shield, I would lose my mind and I would not want to do it. So I need to tell you that voice lessons can be whatever we need them to be this semester. Some of you are super focused and way motivated, and some of you cope by having rules and structure. And if that's what you need, I'm happy to do that. I've created a video library of technical concepts for you that are going to be all uploaded on YouTube. So you can check in with those at any time. I'm going to assign everybody repertoire. And if you just want to keep on going like it were a normal semester, and sometimes we're in person and sometimes we're online, I will support you and we will do that together 1,000%. Some of you have already reached out to me and said, I am lost and struggling and I need to sing things that will heal me. And I am with you 1,000%. And we will do that. Some of you might just need a person to talk to every week, and I am with you, and we will do that. Some of you might not want to talk to me at all and just want to know what you need to do so that you can turn it in and get your grade, and I will help you do that. Practically speaking, that means if you want to have every single one of your voice lessons online, we can do that. For my studio and for your grade, you are not required to come to campus and stand 12 feet away from me and wear a plastic face shield. If you would rather have a lesson every other week and only come the times where you could be in person with me, we will do that. There are about 1 million ways that we can try to make this work. If you feel that making or creating something is calling out to you in some other way and voice lesson requirements are not working for you, you could make me a video. You could keep a sketchbook and send me some pictures of what you're drawing. We will find ways to keep you making art, to keep you finding the resilience within you, and moving forward. And I have the full permission of the Department of Music and Dr. Evans to do this and to have this conversation with you. The most important thing to all of us is that you are safe and well, and that you find meaning in making art in this time. So that being said, I've done a ton of huge revisions to the curriculum. I have a short book that I'm going to be sending everybody as a PDF that's called Your Art Will Save Your Life. So that's coming to you. And we're going to find ways to get through this together. Your first assignment for me is actually going to be a journal entry where you write me a contract for the semester that states your intentions. So if your intentions are you're going to make me a music video, you're going to sing something and choreograph it yourself, and you're going to show drawings that you've made throughout the semester, write that down. And I will approve it, and then we'll know that's how we're going to work together, and that's what we're aiming for the end of this semester. If your contract says I will meet you every week at the appointed time no matter what, and I will sing 5 pieces from memory in 5 languages no matter what, that is what we will do, and it is fantastic. The only thing I really need from you all is to communicate with me as much as humanly possible. If someone in your family gets sick and you can't be at a lesson, just tell me. If your anxiety is off the charts and you can't get out of bed, just send me a text. Personally, as a mama hen, I just need to know that you're okay. And I want to know if there are ways that I can support you. Some of you know I have been studying trauma healing for the last couple of years, and I am now an advanced student, which means that I am authorized to do somatic experiencing with you and help you work on emotional trauma. And whether you name it that way or not, what we're going through right now is trauma. If you are a person of color, you have trauma. If you are a non-binary or trans or gender non-conforming person, you have trauma. Really, trauma is defined by any time your nervous system gets too full. And that can be like too many loud noises, too many bright lights. Nobody else needs to think that it's trauma for you to have trauma stored in your nervous system. So I need to be clear with you that I'm not a therapist, but I do have access to a lot of tools that I can use with you that are within my ethical scope of practice. And at this time, the most important thing in my mind that I can do for you is use everything I have ever learned and tried and done to to help you get through this. And that just gave me a little tear in my eye because I care about you so much. And I feel a little bit like everything I've ever worked through and tried to do and tried to learn has prepared me for this. We don't know. We're taking literally every safety precaution possible at UAB. And if you feel safe and comfortable being on campus, I will be right there with you with my cloth mask and my plastic shield. And we'll do everything we can to be together on campus. And if you are just like, you know what? No. I get it. I really do. Those of you who are still getting to know me, I'm sharing this information with you not for pity or sympathy, but I just want you to know I am a person who lives and works with depression and anxiety. So this whole time that things have been going on, I've been in close communication with my doctor and have been kind of managing my symptoms and adding a ton of exercise and managing my food and all this other stuff because I need to control what I can control, because there is so much that is out of my control. And so I'm saying that to you so that you know that you're not alone and that you know that this is an unprecedented time and nobody knows what they're doing and nobody knows how to do it. But I'm really good at listening. I'm really good at helping people learn how to take care of themselves. And I really care a lot about you and how you're doing and what making art can mean in your life. I don't want it to feel like a worthless, time-wasting exercise that you're doing. I'm really interested in your ideas and how we might transform our work together at this time to keep this as a really meaningful part of your life, maybe when nothing else quite makes sense. So there's a lot more discussion on the table, a lot more that we can talk about and will talk about in the weeks to come. On a practical level, please know that your lessons this very first week of classes will be remote. Dr. Cho and I are a pair, and we alternate weeks on campus and remote. So Dr. Cho is on campus at UAB this week, and I will be working remotely with you and meeting with you at your appointed lesson times. I'll send you the Zoom link so you have it in your email. And you just show up and meet me, and we'll talk about how you're doing right now, what you want to do this semester. If you've already sent me repertoire ideas, we'll talk through those things, and what you and I have come up with together, and we'll compare lists and assign some things and get you on your way. If you're new, fear not. There is nothing you needed to have done to be ready for this time. You are ready. We'll meet and we'll talk and we'll say hi, and get to know each other a little bit and figure out where to go from here. That's it for now. I'll see you all at your lesson times, and then I'll see you all again at our first studio meeting Friday at 12:20, and I'll send you the Zoom link for that as well. In the meantime, feel free to reach out to me at any time. The next couple days are a little bit wacky. I'm like moving furniture and having a wedding planning meeting and blah, 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 who knows. But my cell phone number is in the syllabus, which is on Canvas. It's 603-867-4713. I check my UAB email about 15 times a day. And I almost always have my phone on me. Sometimes it takes me a little while to respond to you, but I always check it. So I'm really excited to see you again, to check in with you, to see how you're doing, to let you know how I can support you, and to try and figure out some of this stuff together. We're going to have a really different semester And I think it can be a really fantastic semester where we dig in deep and really use all of these things that we're studying and practicing to help us find resilience and hope and faith in the future. No big deal. Take good care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Stay safe. And I will see you as soon as I can. Bye.